Hi everyone, my name is Tori, this is Novel Life, and welcome back to my channel. Today I have my August TBR to share with you. Here we go again. I cannot believe it's August. Well, what is happening, y'all? I have an exciting trip planned for August. I will be gone a week, which is kind of scary that I have to film a lot of stuff. I have to like pre-film a lot of stuff. But anyway, I'm going to Steamy LitCon, so I'm spending a week in LA, which I'm really excited for because I've never been there. And yet, with that, I have 15 books on my TBR. We'll see if I get to all of them. I do hope to get to all of them. I think I can. Anyway, I'm going to start with my cover-to-cover book club pick that I ran with Sam from Sam Reads a Little. We chose Out on a Limb by Hannah Bonham Young. So I was supposed to read this in July, and I honestly have been putting it off because I was terrified to read this. Well, I am terrified to read this because I've heard that the disability rep is so good. I heard that it is such a good romance on top of that. And I'm like, am I going to cry? Am I going to sob? Like, am I ready for all of those emotions? You know what I mean? So like sometimes when I know a book is going to be good, I get really nervous. But not only did we pick it for the disability rep, but it is also Secret Baby or like Secret Pregnancy or something like that. Or Surprise Baby, Surprise Pregnancy, whatever. Any of that is Sam's favorite thing in the world. She eats that shit up in romance books. So we are both extremely excited for this book. Hope you join us. It'll probably be August 27th on Sam's channel. 7 or 8 p.m. EST. We'll be posting it on our community pages and then on our Instagrams. If you follow us over there, you'll be seeing that. But yes, Out on a Limb, we are extremely excited for that book. Now, I'm going to dive into my Patreon picks for August. So I always do an exclusive reading vlog where I let my patrons pick 2 books, the top 2 books that like the top 2 most voted on books. Those are the 2 I'm going to read. And the first one is For the Fans by Michae. This has been on my Kindle for a while, and I was not expecting my patrons to vote for this book. Honestly, I was not expecting it, but I'm not mad at it. It is a long book. It's an MM romance. Something to do with them filming things for the fans. They're both NFL players, I think, or one's trying to become an NFL player. I don't really know anything besides that, but I'm super excited. I don't think there's an audio, but I have it on my Kindle in KU, but I'm extremely excited to read this. Like, I'm really excited. The next one that they picked was Love Theoretically by Ali Hazelwood. I'm nervous for this book because I've heard Ali Hazelwood is kind of like the same thing over and over with her books, and that's not my favorite thing to read. I've only read Love Hypothesis, which I actually really did enjoy that book. For a traditionally published book that I don't always vibe with those kind of books, I did enjoy it. So I have the audio through Libro FM, through the ALC program for influencers, so I will be listening to that one, but those 2 will be in a reading vlog sometime in August on my Patreon, exclusive to them. And then I'm starting to do a bi-monthly kind of read-along thing on my Patreon. I say thing, but basically for the top tier, they pick a book series and 3 or 4 books, and we will read them and then have a live show, but it's more like on Zoom or like Google Meet, where you can join with video, with audio, or just in the chat if you don't feel comfortable. I feel like it's more like interactive that way, and like we all can really talk about the book instead of just my face in the chat, you know what I mean? But they picked a duet, which I gave 5 options, and they picked The Naked Fisherman duet, or The Fisherman duet by Jewel E. Ann. And this is another one I've been putting off because I've heard it's very emotional. It is 2 books, but they are very long books, so that's why I was kind of okay with doing it for a read-along. The live show will probably be in the middle of September, just because I like to give at least 2 months, so it'll probably be end of September. I haven't picked a date yet, but that's for the top tier of my Patreon as well. So really excited for that duet. That is on my TBR. I hope to read at least 1 book in August and 1 in September, but we'll see how it goes because I've heard the first book ends on a cliffhanger. So yeah, the next read-along that I'm participating in is one that I'm hosting with a bunch of other booktubers, and I'm so excited for this. And that is the Magnolia Parks Universe series, so by Jessa Hastings. So if you know me, I read these books at the end of last year, and I've read Daisy Hates 2, which is Long Way Home, or The Great Undoing this year. I think it was this year I read this, but I have been dying to reread some really good books because sometimes the new releases just aren't doing it for me. They're just not doing it for me. So I am co-hosting a read-along where we read 1 book a month. So for August, we're reading Magnolia Parks. I'm so excited. I'm co-hosting it with Sam from Sam Reads a Little, Rachel from Raven-Haired Reader, Lachlan from Locke's Library, and Hannah from Hannah's Recent Reads. I'm really excited for this. I just been dying to reread it. Yes, I've already highlighted this book, but I think after reading the 4 books that are out, I'm going to highlight even more things and probably tab some of my favorite stuff. So I cannot wait for this read along. We are all really excited. We're all huge fans of this series. So I think what our plan is to read one a month, and then once the new book comes out, she usually announces it like a month before. So we're theorizing that by December, the next book will come out and we'll have a live show for each book. The first live show we haven't really picked yet, but I will share it on my community page. But I'm so excited. So excited. These ladies are absolutely amazing too. So I cannot wait. Cannot wait for this. And because I love to fill my plate up, I am doing another read along with some other friends here on BookTube, and we're doing a Battle of the Trope read along. I think that's what they called it. So my friends Nikki from Nikki and Bookland, Cheyenne from That Tall Book Girl, Michae from Oh Hey It's Michae, and Sam from Sam Reads a Little, they did this a couple months ago, I think at the beginning of the summer, April or May, where they had one book a week and every host picked a different book. And then they had a live show at the end of the month and after those 4 weeks to talk about those books and to pick whoever had the best book of that trope. They asked me to join for August because August has 5 weeks technically, and I was really excited they asked me to join, but we're doing sports romances. And these are all different kinds of sports romances. So some of these books I've read already and I'll tell you, and some of them I haven't, but the first one is Those Three Little Words by Megan Quinn. This is the only book in this series that I have not read. I read the first book. Well, technically I read the third book first, which is Right Man, Right Time. Loved that book, read the first book right after that, and it was okay, not my favorite. So I'm interested to see where I land with this one. This one is Cheyenne's pick. The next one is Puck Me Secretly by Odette Stone. This is Michae's pick. This is a hockey romance. The Megan Quinn is also a hockey romance. And this one I have read and I really, really loved it. I don't remember my exact rating, and I don't think I'm going to reread the books, but yeah, I'm excited for all the picks, but I know Odette Stone is a underrated hockey romance author, and the series is so good. I think I've read all of them. In the series, and this one did not disappoint. I love this one. The next one, which is my pick, is The Trouble with Gravity by KK Allen. So I wanted to do something different with sports romances. Like, I'm an MMA girl. I love MMA, but Nikki Castle's new book doesn't come out to the end of August, which I'll get to later in my TBR, but I wanted to pick a dancer romance because I feel like KK Allen's this whole series is very underrated by her. It's a little bit older, but they all follow kind of like a choreographer and a dancer, or someone who is in that world where they go to LA and they're trying to like make a living. I love this one. It's super forbidden. It's with the female character who is like trying to be up and coming and the choreographer that owns one of the studios. So I'm really excited for everyone to read this one. I feel like it's a little bit different of a sports romance. And then there's Catching Lightning, which is Kaylee King and Greer Rivers. I have read Greer Rivers before. Love her. This is a enemies to lovers football romance, and this is Nikki's pick, and that's all I know about it. I just am really excited. I knew this was on my radar because of Greer Rivers, so I'm excited to see what she does co-writing. And then Sam's pick is King of the Court by R.S. Gray. So I know Sam loved this book. Jess from Peace Love Books read this book, loved this book at the end of last year, so now it's my turn to read this book, and I really hope I love it because R.S. Gray, not always my favorite, but who will win? So I hope you join us for this Battle of the Trope read-along of sports romance. Who is kind of like the best? Oh, R.S. Gray is I think it's basketball. So we kind of have a wide range of sports romances on here, so I hope you join us. The live show will be on Michae's channel on September 7th. All the information will be in the description box below if I missed any of it, but yeah. Really excited for that read along. I'm very excited that they asked me to join. And now I have 5 books left. So I'm going to do the first 2 books, which are new releases in August. The first one is One Last Shot by Nikki Castle. She has been teasing Kane and Isabella for so long now, and I am so excited to read it. Okay, yes, it does come out August 30th, but I cannot remember if I signed up for the arc or not. Maybe I'm just going to like slide in her DMs and ask her if I can have an arc because I did not sign up. I don't think I signed up. But anyway, I'm going to be reading this. Whether it's the last day of August, I'm going to be reading this book because I'm so fucking excited. Kane is the bad boy new fighter to the fighting gym that they have that's like the whole Fight Game series is based out of. And Isabella is a ballerina, but I think it's like her life after her ballerina career. I'm so ready. I am so ready. I'm ready to be destroyed emotionally by this book, okay? The next one is Shattered Truths by Helena Hunting, or H. Hunting. This is the third book in the, I don't know what series this is, but I read the first 2 books and I really liked them, so I'm excited to see this one. I don't know shit about it. I just know I'm really excited for it. So the next book is actually a buddy read that I'm doing with Ava from Ava's Romance Books, and we're going to be reading Accidental Attachment by Max Monroe. I have not read a Max Monroe book, but every single time I go to Book Bonanza or any signing where Max Monroe is, their line is so crazy long, and I'm like, what is it about their books though? And Ava picked this book because she heard that it is actually a chronic illness or disability romance, has some type of rep in it, so we're both really excited. We're gonna be buddy reading that one. I'll probably get the audio because I've been listening to more audiobooks. And then the last 2 books are small town romances that I picked up off my shelf that I've hauled recently, and the first one is Autumn Nights by Willow Astor. Someone commented on my book haul saying that they really love this, and I think the daughter of the single dad is deaf. I could be totally wrong, but I'm really excited. I haven't read anything by this author, but I've picked up this book at Wild and Windy when I met them, so I've heard really good things, and I'm excited. Last book I have from my August TBR is Love Me Today by A.L. Jackson. So A.L. Jackson actually sent me this as a PR package, and I received the ALC before this book actually came out. And unfortunately, I had to DNF it like a chapter in. Like, I don't even think that counts as a DNF, but I was not feeling small town romances, and I haven't read a small town romance in quite a while. So I'm willing to give this a try. So I'm really excited to dive into this one. It's the first in her new series, and I'm really excited for it because I've heard really, really good things. Yeah, it's a single dad and a woman returning to her small town roots. So I always love that. I don't know if this is second chance or not, but I'm really excited to read this book. So I'll be listening to this book. But I'm really, really, really intrigued by this one. So I hope that it is really good. Let me know if you've read this book and what your thoughts were, because I'm extremely interested. But those are all the books that I have on my August TBR. Why I decided to load up my TBR with so many things, I don't know. But we love a challenge here, Drop me a sunshine emoji because I'm going to LA. I'm going to Steamy Lit Con, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited to go. So yeah, drop me some sunshiny emojis because I'm going to be going into LA, to California, and Disneyland. I forgot to say that I'm going to Disneyland, and I cannot wait. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe for more content from me. As always, I hope you're living a novel life, and I will see you in my next one. Bye, guys.